Hello, welcome to Tony's LPSRUS. This is Tony. What we're going to do today is a quick demonstration on how we securely pack a record album for transit in the United States Postal System or FedEx or UPS or whatever you decide to mail your album in. What we're going to do first is show you some of the material that we use. We have two cardboard inserts, which add stability and securely stabilizes the record inside the mailer. Here we have the Pro Mailer, which we buy in bulk, usually in 100 or 200 packs. As you can see here, we use the brown side. We also use a 12 by 12 bubble wrap. These inserts are also 12 by 12. We cut these ourselves from cardboards that we find in pallets in big box stores. So you don't have to buy these. These are usually 50, 60 cents a piece if you purchase them. But we make our own. We cut them to fit. We also have, if you're shipping eBay, we also have eBay tape, and we also have standard mailing tape, which is of a high quality, so it doesn't, jam and stick to things you don't want it to stick to. We also have Scotch tape. We also have a 3mm outside record sleeve, which we place the record in. We also have an outside bag that we get from certain department stores. This will fit a 12 by 12 record. We use this last. And here we have the album. We have a pen, which I usually write on the package. Please open carefully, because what we found is if people cannot cut the tape open quickly, they tend to jam the record, and sometimes the record will crack. So what we do is we write on here as a reminder. It slows everybody down, and it's just a courtesy that we give. We also put on the package fragile. We have these labels made by Big John, and we do these, and this goes on the front and back. And now we're going to demonstrate how we put the package together. My assistant will do that, and I'll narrate. The packer is now going to place the album, which the album still has its original shrink on it. We're going to place it in a 3 or 2mm plastic outer sleeve. And if the record comes with the custom inner, I also place the custom inner inside the jacket, and I place the record in a generic white sleeve so as not to damage the inner sleeve in transit. We always pack, if it's a used record, obviously, we always pack the record outside the sleeve. This will eliminate any slits or any seam wear that will occur if the record is inside the jacket. Now what our assistant's going to do is she's going to place the record with the outer sleeve in another sleeve, and that'll actually secure the record from moving inside the box, which we'll show you now. I'm just going to place a little bit of Scotch tape on here instead of using the mailer tape, which is easier to work with. We're putting it in this mailer plastic bag, which we find at department stores or Walmart or Target, or you could buy these. And now this will be tightly fitted so that the record has no chance of moving inside the box. Most of your splits come from records moving around inside the box. If it's a sealed record, I pack as tightly as possible, but if it's a used record, we always pull the record out, as you just saw. These mailers have different types of slots here. I could actually fit safely 4 single LPs in one box with inserts, or 2 or 3 double albums, depending on the thickness of the outside cardboard and the jacket, and that depends. You have to, test those out to do combined shipping. And now we're going to actually fold the mailer into the spots we need. This is a single. It's a thin VG record. This record's from 1985 or so it's thin. So we only need to go to the first layer. And after you do this a few times, it gets pretty easy. You can also use used record mailers that you would get in the mail from a record you purchased if it's in good condition. Here we're fitting the insert, which we made ourselves to make sure that it's aligned properly. If there's any adjustments, we'll just cut. And now the record fits on top of that. She's making sure that the edges are not touching the fold over. And we're going to put a 12 by 12 bubble wrap. You could also use newspaper if you do not have bubble wrap. This just makes it a little tighter and there's less chance of the record moving around inside the mailer. Now we're fitting the top on, and now she'll fold over the mailer tabs. And what we do is we secure these down with tape, and this really locks in the record. Our records are rarely damaged in transit. I would say percentage is 0.250, almost nothing. When we didn't use inserts, we had more damage. The inserts are what you really need to put in because the post office is going to put boxes on top of this. It's going to be moving around in the truck. It's going to be going from one distributor warehouse to the next. So you really want to secure this. Now we're going to secure the laps over and we're going to tape that down. And here we're going to use the outside professional mailing tape. I'll show you that. You can see how nice that is. You want those seams tight. You don't want those bent if you can help it. And you keep this tight. And we're going to tape this up now. Don't be stingy with the tape. We actually will even tape seams in case there's any water damage in certain areas where there's rain, or in the wintertime where there might be snow on the ground. And you can see that's pretty tight. Next, we're going to affix our fragile sticker using tape. And that sticker says you can make these up on your computer or you could write on the box, but this says fragile in red. Vinyl records do not bend or crush. I also suggest if there's any record that you're mailing out that would cost a certain amount of money, say $25, $30, I would have that record insured. It's only $1.70 or $2.10 up to $100 to have an item insured. And if a record is a $40, $50 record, it pays to pay that extra money in case the record's lost or broken. It's a good policy. Even if you have to pay that yourself, it's worth its weight in gold when you do have to make a claim. You can see this is pretty tight. We're going to do the seams now. We're wearing surgical gloves left over from COVID. Obviously, you don't really need them, but for the purpose of this video, we're just using gloves. We use gloves when I handle records and clean them. And only rarely do we use them to pack records, but we thought for the video, it may be something fun. We're going to affix a demonstration label in the front, and we're going to do that with tape, but that's just for demonstrations. We're not going to actually affix it. And what I'm going to also do here on the front, I write, please open mailer with care. Thank you. You can see right there at that. Also, we affix a sticker on the back, a fragile sticker on the back. And if it's an item that you're selling through eBay or some online presence as Discogs, we have tape for eBay, which we will put on the package as well. And it just alerts the buyer that there's another nice present coming, another nice gift that you ordered from eBay. Like I said, we've been really, really lucky with damaged records, almost nil. And I believe it's due to the inserts and the way we pack a record that it doesn't move. And I'm going to demonstrate that here for you. You may not be able to hear it, but this record does not move. If the record moves, you could get a split seam. You could get record damage to the edges. This record does not move. This is approximately 1 pound, which ships media rate. 2 pounds ships media weight. You could ship media weight up to 70 pounds using the United States Postal Service. So that's it. Once again, I'm going to go over the materials. We have tape. We have a scissors. We have stickers, which is an option. You could write on the package, fragile. We have Scotch tape for the smaller securing of the inside plastic. We have the label, which we affix to the top. We secure the label with tape. You can also buy adhesive sheets of paper and print the labels on those, but we like that. We cover the complete, we cover everything. We even cover the barcode. As long as the barcode isn't damaged or covered with a wrinkle, we cover the barcode with this. We have a pen or a magic marker to write down secure, please open mailer with care. And like I said, I've had one record which I know was securely packed, and I asked the person to show me a photo, and I could see by the way the package was open, they actually cracked the record inside, but it was insured. It was a $40 record. I could tell you exactly what it was. It was Cher from the movie Moonstruck, a very hard to find LP, and it was covered under our insurance for $1.70. So there you have it. No movement. I want to thank our assistant. Great job once again. And that's it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And if you like this, please subscribe. And we'll see you later. Keep rocking and get those LPs out safely. Thanks a lot. Ciao.